EkkiThump and welcome back to Let's Play Osiris New Dawn. Sadly, I've not been successful in my quest to find sap tree, and now we have the added bonus. Apparently you stop being able to run when you get dehydrated. So we're very unlikely to find one at this point. We're probably going to end up dying and having to respawn. Yeah, they seem to have made sap... Well, it's not that they've made sap trees rarer that's changed in this patch. It's the fact that you only start with one jar of water, which you can then use for one jar of sap when you find a tree. It really makes a difference. Because obviously I've only got one glass, I can't fill it up anymore. Well, I used to be able to carry 4 jars with me. Which is why I think actually the thing we're going to rush for first is... where are they even? Glass jars. These here. Now we need more engineering points for that, but I mean we are really going to suffer if we have to keep like it's going to be like at least once an episode having to run all the way to wherever the sap tree turns out to be just in order to get a drink. It seems like we've got a little bit of a grace period. I am at full health. Or I was at full health. And it's not like immediate death. Well, look, we've actually come round to... Is that 1A, 1B? One of the 2 mines.
Vitals dropping.
I wonder if I can heal through this thirst damage.
Vitals stabilized.
Yeah, I can. Thirst only goes down to 0%. I don't know if we like take mounting damage the longer we spend at 0% thirst. It'll be interesting to find out though. We've come around in a big circle. All the way up there is actually where our base camp is. I recognise those big pillars. Well, we're pretty fucked at this point. Night's rolling in, so the chance of us actually seeing a sap tree in the distance, even if we do draw into range of one, is pretty low. And now we've got a friend hanging around with us, and a suit breach. What a perfect day.
System restored.
Let's get me bashing rock out. Oh, he's gone. I bet he's not gone, he'll reappear as soon as I start walking away. Good to know that you can heal through the damage of the thirst at least. Let's at least see if we can make it over here and check out the mine entrance, see if this is Mine Balder. I'm only assuming that mine 1B is Mine Balder.
Vitals dropping.
It could actually be the case that... because the other one is Mine Magni, according to the patch notes. So, that's not Mine 1A, obviously. Or it's not obviously Mine 1A, I should say. The Skellipods aren't even interested, they're just circling me like vultures. Ah, and as if to mock me in my final moments, it's now raining. If only I could take my helmet off.
Vitals are now critical.
Let's go into Mine 1A, fuck it. Might as well, eh?
Vitals are now critical.
Never know what we might find in here.
Vitals are now critical.
We'll see if there's anything in the room off to the left that can help me.
Vitals are now critical.
There's still this survival kit here. Let's see what's in it.
Vitals are now critical.
Med kits and bandages. Well,
Vitals stabilized.
that's going to stabilize us for a while. Unfortunately, it's going to be very difficult for us to actually get anywhere still. But what I'll do is just kind of walk along the coast, quote unquote, of the
Critical dehydration detected.
I know, of the continent, and see if I can find a sap tree. Now there used to be some. There was one obviously quite close to the site of the season 1 base. Whether we're going to get there in time, I don't know. We're walking at a pretty slow lick. We can't run anymore.
Critical dehydration detected.
Oh good, a fucking sandstorm. Just what I needed when I'm trying to look for something. Just see if anyone left any juice boxes or anything in the cooler. No, still completely empty. Yeah. Honestly, why even bother giving those things inventories if you're not going to put anything in them? I can understand the mine should have crates around, but I don't know. More fucking berry trees. Just make sure we've got enough hover fuel to slow our fall before we try this. Oops. Guess I wasn't quick enough with the jet boots. Okay, well let's restart anyway. At least we should be able to like run around a little bit. Okay, we've got 10 minutes to get back to our dead body. Now here's the sap tree. Bit bloody late, and we don't have a container to fill with from it anymore, but we'll get one if we can get back to our corpse in time. And here I am. So let me take my bashing rock back, chisel, pistol, etc. Okay, I'm kind of wondering whether it would actually be worth just going to like buy that sap tree and actually just building the base there.
Vitals dropping.
Really? Fucking hell. Again, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere in terms of like all the other stuff on the continent. Like it's nowhere near the rubber, it's nowhere near any of the mines or the vents or anything. But it's got a drink source right next to it, which is a major, major plus. I think we may have spoiled ourselves slightly last season. Didn't really factor in how difficult it is to get water until you've got the water dispenser thing built. Now we do have... Hold on, let me go into first person. We do have lots of base metals around here. We are out of range of any precious metals that I can see. So it's not, again, not an ideal spot for a base. There's that tree. Well, I think whatever we do, we're certainly going to refill the glass jar. Don't have to go through that again too soon. Yeah, got some science points. Right, full jar. Do you know what? I'm not going to stay around here. I wanted to build on that plateau. I'm going to build on that plateau. We're going to head back towards it. And I'm just going to hope I can find a bit of a closer liquid source. This is a long way away. 5 lat, 24.2 long. So we can't come running back here every time we need to resupply the liquid. But there will be other sap trees around. So let's get on with it. Now, it looks like we've got actually a valley of the sap trees over here. So let's refill as we go. Again, this is a bit far away for what we want. In fact, this is pretty close to the Season 1 base site, isn't it? I recognise the big tower over there. Here's another one. Looks like they're all on the east side of the island, which is a pain. Still, these are getting to the point where it's within, like, feasible distance, if not exactly ideal. The place we're heading, like our little plateau, is like around +2, +11. That's maybe a kilometre away from our base camp. Slight drawback that there's this massive fucking cliff in the way though, which we wouldn't be able to get back up. We'd have to remember to come slightly this way.
Vitals dropping.
Okay, we are also starving, so we're going to try and remedy that with some berries. Now, how many of these are we going to need? Oh, fuck off, Jesus. Excuse me a moment while I
Starvation warning.
bash this guy and his mate. Come on, you little fuckers.
Vitals dropping. Vitals stabilized.
I don't know exactly what you can make at the primitive workbench. I don't know if it offers a new way to cook food. It would be nice to get some skelepod meat. Fucking hell, I hate being double teamed by these fucking things. Especially when I've only got a melee weapon. Might even be worth using the rest of the pistol ammo. Right, we've got some skelly meat. Now we need to cook this so we don't die from eating it. Well, I'm not sure we die from eating it, but we lose a bit of health, which is not good. Not great and not good. Let me very slowly, one at a time, pick up all these berries. And just sort of chew my way through them.
Stabilized. Nutritional balance achieved.
There we are. 10 berries, so we're actually alright for food. Now, where the fuck was I going? We've got berry trees pretty nearby. So food is not a problem, it's water that's the problem. Ah, I see the pillars. When it comes to water, to be honest, you know, I don't want to sound cynical, but there's no death penalty in the game. Just the inconvenience of having to run back to your corpse. So, we are going to try and play it survival-like, but honestly at the moment it's not the worst if you die, is it? Really. Like, there's no other players around who are going to loot my stuff. Gonna need a new bashing rock soon. So before we go to Mine Balder, we do have the necessity of getting the survival set up. So we want to go for glass jars so that we can, when we have to go on like tree raiding missions, we can fill up with a lot more sap and that'll let us stay away from them longer. We also want to get the water dispenser or whatever it's called. I think it's the recycling unit or something like that. We want to get that built inside a habitat, which will like further extend our survival times. Now, this is the right sort of area. Where exactly did I build my stone workbench? Another thing that will help is hunting ore check. I do seem to remember that their eggs gave a small thirst quenching bonus. Where did I put that workbench down? 1.18.4 roughly. Let's see. Oh, I actually have a red dot somewhere over there. You can just see it on the scanner. Tiny red dot means like a structure that I've put down. There it is, I think. More or less indistinguishable from the other rocks. Man, I need to get some beacons. So all we can do here... Ah, we can grill our meat. That's good. Let's do that. A couple of bits of grilled meat, which are 50 nutrition. So that's that problem sorted for a little while. There's ore checks around we can hunt. I don't know how successful we're going to be at bashing them to death with the rock. We're definitely going to need some kind of weapon to do that. So our goal really, in terms of getting settled in, is to get a habitat built. Now we don't have the tech for that yet. We need habitation skill, which could be science, could be something else. I've got to relearn where everything is on the tree now. Let's see. Is it engineering? Oh, we've got to go all the way up here. We're going to need loads of engineering points before we can get a proper base started. It's glass jars next. Definitely. So I need another 10 points for that. Then I need another 15 for the depositories. For some reason I need to unlock barrels before I can unlock habitats. We're going to be using a lot of external stuff this this playthrough. How do I even make beacon kits? I've forgotten. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Do I have the? I've got the forge unlocked. So I guess our immediate quest is to get a forge built around here somewhere. So a forge is a utility, isn't it? Forged plutonium reactor. So we need plutonium ingots, iron ingots, and titanium ingots. Might as well refine all this while we go. Magnesium is mostly used for steel. Titanium, I think, is a precious metal. Oh, and that's good. We're actually earning points for refining metals. So this may not take as long as I thought. Oh, we're fucking grinding through these. Super fast. There's another point. Okay, it's not going to be as onerous as I thought. So that little mining session on day 1 got me, well, 8 engineering points just from refining the stuff. Okay, we're definitely going to go... We're going to be doing a lot of travelling, so I want to focus on speed and stamina, I think. Okay, we want to get a shelter up that we can pass the night in. We'd need some... We don't have anything to build a shelter with. We need some more space debris. Or some crab shell. Or some more skelly bits. But we need to fight a fair few skellies to get that much crap. So I guess the next thing we can do is the primitive workbench. So we just need a few rocks for that. And there's plenty of rocks here. This is actually not that bad. We are getting combat points just for picking up rocks. Okay, so they've made the skill tree a bit more complex, but they've put a huge splurge of like different ways to get XP points. Primitive workbench. Let's see what we can build with one of these. Okay, fully repaired. We can make metal weapons. That is interesting, actually. Crude metal blade. A sharpened rock that can be used to make a blade. Could we then make anything with that? Can we make anything with it in this primitive menu? No. What about a stone blade? 2 rocks makes a stone blade. Stone axe head. How does the stone axe head compare to the stone axe compare to the bashing rock? 9 plus or minus 3, 6 plus or minus 1. So that's a better melee weapon. Fuck it. Let's make a stone axe for ourselves. Oh no, we can't. Damn it, we need more masking tape. I need some more of those blue berries. Okay, we'll come back to that. So now that we've got these two, we want to forge. So we need titanium and plutonium. So we've got to do a little bit of bashing on base metals, a little bit of bashing on luxury metals, precious metals. Let's start with the base metals, because that could potentially take the longest. Another fucking skelepod comes to spoil my fun. See, if I had a stone axe, he wouldn't dare do this shit.
Vitals dropping.
I'm getting my melee proficiency up, I think. I've actually got to try and kill him if I can, because I need the skelepod bits to build a shelter. Is he sticking around? I think he's going. He's running away. There is a fucking crab monster over there, though. If we don't get the axe soon, I'm going to need a new bashing rock. Oh, plutonium. Just out of curiosity. Yes, okay, so we're not completely fucked if the chisel breaks. We can mine with a bashing rock just as happily as we can with the chisel. It's just a bit slower. It's not the ideal tool for it. That's some real caveman stuff though, if it comes to that. Mining by bashing rocks against other rocks. There's that fucking glitch again. Which is supposed to be an early warning radar that there's something nearby. I only know that because I was told. I'd never put two and two together, but there you are. Oh god, I'm getting double teamed again. Fucking bastards. Where are my fucking medkits?
Vital stabilized.
Let me just run away and find somewhere else to dig. Maybe that's their field of base metal for some reason. Fuck, there's a crab monster popping in as well. This is not a good place. This is not a happy place today. Also getting dehydrated again.
Hydration levels are now satisfied.
Now it's at this point I really need to start running to the tree if I want to stay alive, but I so want to get at least a forge down, and that better not be another fucking monster spawning in nearby. Oh, was that? Oh no, just iron. I'm not having a great deal of luck here. All I need is like 3 more plutonium, I think, and I can get the forge reactor built. I think my chisel's going to break before I get the 3. Oh, no, there's one. Please be 3. I think it was 3. Right, which way was base? That way, wasn't it, somewhere? Oh yeah, actually I can just about tell that those are not natural rocks. Oh no, actually I'm going completely the wrong way. I guess those are natural rocks. Ah, and we need titanium as well. Fuck. Okay, where were the precious metals around here? The reason I built here is there were precious metals and base metals nearby. I cannot for the life of me remember where the precious were.
Starvation warning.
Starvation we can deal with.
Nutritional balance achieved.
Ah, precious metals over here. So precious metals to the south, base metals to the north, and every other direction. So hopefully this is going to give, yeah, loads of titanium. There's another engineering point. There's my glass containers skill. Gas depot is coming soon, it says. I thought these are already, like these were in the patch notes. Why are they still marked as coming soon? Oh look, fucking hell, this is, I didn't notice this. It actually tells you right here what the coordinates for Mine Baldur are. Fucking hell. Okay, well that makes things a bit easier. We are still gonna get the forge built first. I was not expecting that to actually be told where to go. There's a pure copper node there. That was where the meteorite landed, but the stuff despawned before we got there. It didn't look like any Azurnium? Blue stuff was in there anyway. Just normal stuff. Right. Let's get in the stone oven and just process all of this. Okay, so utilities, forged plutonium reactor, here we are. So this high-tech plutonium powered reactor would probably look really good right next to the stone oven. And we got science points for that, which is interesting. So let's get this repaired up. I'm going to check whether I can build forges and stuff. Then I am kind of running out of time for this episode, but before we go, I also want to go find some blueberries if we can, chuck together some masking tape and try out this stone axe. Okay. Can I make beacon kits in here? I need ability beacons. Where's ability beacons? It's on science. That's a bit of a detour in science because it doesn't lead into anything except floodlights and batteries. It's still a very useful item though. It's not strictly necessary at all, but it does save a lot of hassle. Well, we've only got 9 science points anyway, so I can't unlock it just yet. I've got 22 engineering points though, so we can carry on our push up here, which we will do. Unlock the depository. Okay, it looks like next episode we'll probably be going to explore Mine Baldur since we've been given the coordinates to it. Let's just try and track down some blueberries and get some masking tape made. Oh, and I need the blade for the stone axe as well, don't I? What do we need for that? A couple of rocks. So we've got a pipe and an axe head, primitive crafting to make masking tape. We need banana leaves, which we have. We need some blueberries. There are some berry trees over there. I can't remember if they're red or blue. Let's go and find out. These are red, I think, sadly. Oh no, blue. Fucking get up or fuck. Piss off, you. Ah. I'm going to teach you a lesson you'll never forget. Is he running off this time? Yeah, he's running off now. Okay, let's get some more of those berries. My bashing rock wore out. No. Well, look. Hopefully we won't need it much longer. So 2 masking tape and a stone axe. Right, stone axe onto slot 3. Oh, it's got sound effects. Oh, that's nice. That's actually a decent animation. Well, it's not great, but it's believable. Do I do that in first person mode? No, I don't. That's weird. I don't. In first person, I don't do the kind of advance forward. I just stand in place and whack. I'm sure that's not intentional. You must be meant to do the advance in first person mode as well. Okay, well she's got some moves. It's a bit short. I was hoping for a two-hander, but you can't. Beggars can't be choosers. Okay, let's head back to our little base camp and log off there, and I guess next episode we'll head off to mine Balder. Possibly dying of thirst on the way, but you never know, we might run across some sap trees. Anyway, that's been another episode of Osiris New Dawn. Do hope you've enjoyed it. I've been EkkiThump. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more gameplay of this game. Plenty more coming, plenty more content to explore. Even some of it is old content, but some of it's been renamed and some of it is entirely new. So I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are too, and I'll see you next time.